Let us now study about natural rubber. How is it obtained? What is the difference between natural rubber and synthetic rubber? What are the properties associated with natural rubber? How can it be improved? So let us discuss about natural rubber and synthetic rubber. Let us now consider natural rubber and the synthetic rubber neoprene. Under synthetic rubber, we also have Buna S and Buna N. Now take natural rubber. Its monomer is 2-methyl-1,3-butadiene. It is also known as isoprene. A large number of isoprene molecules polymerize to give the polymer natural rubber, which is also called as cis polyisoprene. Now take synthetic rubber neoprene. Its monomer is chloroprene. And what is chloroprene? It is 2-chloro-1,3-butadiene. Chloroprene on polymerization gives the polymer neoprene. Both natural rubber and synthetic rubber can be considered as addition polymers. Let us now discuss about vulcanization of rubber. What is vulcanized rubber? You know that rubber is obtained by the polymerization of isoprene. Natural rubber becomes soft at high temperature and brittle at low temperature. So to improve upon these physical properties, vulcanization is carried out. Now how to carry out vulcanization? For that, raw rubber is heated with sulfur at a temperature range of 373 to 415 Kelvin. What happens during vulcanization? Upon vulcanization, sulfur forms cross links at the reactive sides of double bonds, as a result of which rubber gets stiffened. Next we shall discuss about another polymer, nylon 6. The monomer of nylon 6 is caprolactam. The polymer is obtained by heating caprolactam with water at a high temperature. Now what does 6 indicate? 6 indicates the number of carbon atoms in the monomer caprolactam. There are 6 carbon atoms in the monomer. Another polymer about which you have to study in this chapter is bakelite. It is also known as phenol formaldehyde polymer. It is a thermosetting polymer, which means it cannot be reused. That is, the polymer cannot be repeatedly softened by heating and hardened by cooling. It cannot be reused. When it is heated, it forms a solid hard mass. When phenol is heated with formaldehyde, initially we get a linear polymer called as novolac. Novolac is used in paint. Novolac on heating with formaldehyde undergoes cross-linking to form an infusible solid mass, and thus we get bakelite. Bakelite is a thermosetting polymer. You might be familiar with the unbreakable crockery items like plates and cups which we use at home. What is it made of? It is actually melamine formaldehyde polymer. So next we shall see how this polymer is obtained. This polymer is obtained by the condensation polymerization of melamine and formaldehyde. Coming to the last topic given in the chapter, biodegradable polymers. What are biodegradable polymers? You might be knowing that these are polymers which gets degraded by the action of microorganisms present in soil. So let us now discuss about two biodegradable polymers, PHBV and nylon 2, nylon 6. Take PHBV. PHBV represents polybeta hydroxybutyrate co-beta hydroxyvalerate. That is the polymer. The monomers of PHBV are 3-hydroxybutanoic acid and 3-hydroxypentanoic acid. Consider the equation showing the formation of PHBV from the monomers 3-hydroxybutanoic acid and 3-hydroxypentanoic acid. Now see here, it is the OH group of butanoic acid which interacts with the COH group of pentanoic acid. As a result of interaction of the OH group of one molecule with the COH group of the other molecule, elimination of small molecules of water will take place. Now as a result of elimination of water molecules, you will find ester linkages in this polymer. COO linkage will be present. Therefore, PHBV is a polyester. You have to be careful that it is a biodegradable polyester. Consider nylon 2 nylon 6, a biodegradable polymer. The monomers are glycine and aminocaproic acid. 2 and 6 in the polymer nylon 2 nylon 6 represents the number of carbon atoms in the monomers. You can find 2 carbon atoms in glycine and 6 carbon atoms in aminocaproic acid. The polymer is obtained by the interaction of NH2 group of one molecule with the COOH group of the other molecule. As a result of interaction of these two groups, CONH bonds will be formed. Hence, nylon to nylon 6 can be considered as a polyamide. It is a biodegradable polyamide. Thus, we have covered all the topics given in the chapter polymers. Hope you have understood the methods of preparation of various polymers, their properties and uses. From the examination point of view, you should know how to write the equations showing the preparation of polymers. So prepare well for your board exams. Along with the preparation for your board exam, you should also keep in mind that we should save our Mother Earth, our environment. So say no to plastics. Having now understood the difference between plastic and polymer, let us promote the use of biodegradable polymers. A variety of biodegradable polymers are available, like polysaccharides, polyesters, polycarbonates. So let us go for biodegradable polymers. Thank you.